Tonight I'll be doing a review of another food item. This individually wrapped bundle of food items is called an MRE, which is the abbreviation for Meals Ready to Eat. Now this is a government issued or military issued food item for field use when you're maybe in the jungle, on a battleship, places like North Philadelphia. So the concept is these are like dehydrated or like air sealed food items that can be either rehydrated or eaten right out of the package in a pinch. Now if it seems odd that I would pick an MRE food item to review, it just happens that I hold so much nostalgia for this particular MRE. And actually even other generations of MRE, but I never had the chance to eat them since it wasn't my generation. Like the K rations, little cans during Vietnam that had like fruit cake in it and even little packets of cigarettes. But the reason I love this style so much is because I grew up during the 80s, early 90s, which was the Desert Storm era, and also the same time period where there was a lot of cool Army-style military movies out, like the Delta Force movies with Chuck Norris, Stallone movies, Rambo, and then of course you got Predator with Arnold. I mean, that's such a cool jungle army kind of movie. And my dad was in the Army during the Vietnam era, so he would always take us to like these Army-Navy stores, probably just to expose us to new things, and I was so fascinated with it. And he always knew the different items in there and always give us these cool little backstories on it. So I really fell in love with not only Army-Navy stores, but particularly Army stuff. And not only the weapons or the things that kill stuff. My fascination was stuff like the accessories, like canteens, flashlights, compasses, and food. So I used to put these in my backpack then and like go into a local creek or a local body of forest and just really pretend I'm in the movie Predator, like something stalking me and I had like extra food. It's something hard to explain. It's like how young girls like ponies and young boys like Army stuff. But the one thing was, I remember these got harder to find because Desert Storm just happened when I was getting into this. And that actually makes me think there was this like hangar down by the Philly Stadium that had all these military vehicles. And when Desert Storm happened, I never saw them ever there again. So thanks for letting me get through that little backstory. Just wanted to set it up a little bit. If I do MREs again in a review, which I do have some, I'll skip the story completely because you already know. I got this from a current Army-Navy store, and that's why I bought it, because I was blown away to see one again. It was called Sergeant Ben, and it was a cool dude that owned this store. He reminded me of Apone from Aliens. There it is right there, Sergeant Ben's chicken fajita, white meat with vegetables. Oh man, that sounds good. So now to go over the food. It comes in a gigantic clear package first. The front says meal individual, and the packaging is out of Mullen, South Carolina. This is probably my favorite part about this whole thing. So I don't like to eat with the general public, so this comes in perfect for me. I'll read you what's in this package. Complete meal with a fanless ration heater which is activated by water. Meal includes entree, side dish, desserts, cracker packs, spreads, beverages, and coffees along with condiments direct from U.S. government contractor. The other part I like about this is that, well, $14.99, if anybody that knows me, I am a little bit frugal, so that's pretty steep for me. However, it beats going to a public place, eating with people where it's going to cost you an arm and a leg anyway, like Starbucks. I'm sure Starbucks, a coffee and a croissant is $14.99, so I'm fine with that. Now, I won't be able to go over all the ingredients and nutrition facts on every single thing, or else we'll all be here forever. The only thing that's worth mentioning is the chicken fajita package itself has 24 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, so which is good, you know, it gives you tons of energy. Now I'm assuming the regular U.S. soldier is much bigger than me, because this looks like a lot of food. I'm only a little guy, so I'm not going to eat all this. Quick side note, one of my favorite of the MREs that I used to get as a kid was, I think it was the pack of the crackers. But I remember it came with a little bottle of Tabasco sauce. I thought that was the coolest thing. I'm such a simpleton, that's all it takes for me. Well, no surprise, the first one is cracker vegetables, or vegetable crackers. So cool. I mean, that thing is sealed up. Now what is this? Yeah, MRE, meal ready to eat heater. Oh, this is the heater pack. But there are certain instructions there. I'll get back to that. Excellent. You got the little, some you would see at like maybe Wendy's or something, like the pre-packaged. It's got sugar. Let me open it. What the hell am I doing here? Looks like it's got sugar, a spoon in it. It's a nice huge spoon. Definitely going to be keeping that for a memento out of this package. It's got sugar, salt and pepper. Oh, coffee mate. This is the coffee. Look at that. So cool. You get a napkin. I mean, this MRE is already more sophisticated than half the American public eat. Cheese spread. Bravo. Man, this must be a, this is going to be one hell of a meal here. Lemon lime powder. Whoa. Carbohydrated beverage powder. Lemon lime. So, basically like Gatorade. I guess this is the dessert. Marble pound cake. Oh, dude. Look at that. And it's actually have a Sterling Foods actual company. But that thing is so vacuum sealed. That's why Sergeant Ben at the store was telling me these things will last forever. I mean, nothing's gonna ruin that. This is the first of the 2 big boxes. Military rations are good performance meals. I would hope so. Food gives you energy. The more energy you burn, the more food you need. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, Richard Simmons couldn't say it better. You want to eat food that gives you energy. The more energy you burn, the more energy you eat. Instead of just eating pepperoni pizza before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. Hello. So this is the chili with beans. Oh my god, I'm getting so hungry. And the second one is the chicken fajita, which you saw in the back. Okay, first I'm going to set up my drink. Smells like the Gatorade type of powder. Got my canteen with my purified water. I already measured 12 ounces here. It's science. I'm going to fold over and shake it up a little bit. Ah, that's grand. Oh man, it's so refreshing. Next I have the instant coffee, which is not something super unordinary, but earlier I showed you this. That's actually the creamer. This is the coffee package. And the sugar, and I forgot to mention this too, nice fresh wet nap at the end. And I chose a clear glass so you can see the chemistry behind it. Oh wow, what the... Okay, yeah, it's like instant style coffee. Look at that. It looks like a very thin, like, chocolate candy bar. Smells good. Alright, so it's nice and mixed together. And I'm using my spoon that came with it. It's actually a very good quality plastic spoon, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Not bad for a cup of coffee out of a packet. Let me try the marble pound cake next. I know it's dessert, but the coffee's still warm and I could dip it into it. Yeah! Wow. Cool, look. Oh, this is like a little silicone packet. And there's the pound cake. It still looks good. No mold, nothing. Nice and sealed in there. Oh my... Wow, it smells so good. It smells like, obviously like kind of a cake, but cocoa powder, or like Swiss Miss. It smells like that. It's really dense too. Let me break a piece off here. Nice. Let me try it without the coffee. Very, wow, really satisfying. Man. It's a very condensed cake. Like, it's small. It's not, like, really fluffy or anything, but it's really good. The outer shell has this really crispy, sugary coating. It's very easy to eat, and it has a great taste. It's not over sugary. Dip it in the coffee here. That is a spot, man. Now I'm gonna move on to the crackers, the vegetable crackers, and I'm not sure if the cheese spread is supposed to go with the chicken fajita at the end, but I'm gonna use it on the crackers. Wow, you couldn't hear that, but I heard air escape when I opened that. That's how sealed these things are. Wish I didn't have to go to specialty stores to buy these. I want to eat these all the time. So you get 2 giant crackers. This kind of reminds me of hardtack from the Civil War. Saltine looking crackers. The cheese packet. It says knead before opening. Alright, there's the cheese in there. Can you see it? Wow. Let me try it on the cracker here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, these crackers are like almost like gourmet crackers. They're like crumbling. There's the cheese. The cheese smells like supplement powder paste. But I guess beggars can't be choosers when you're, you know, when you're out in war. And those are a trick. It tastes like a regular Cheese Whiz. And the crackers, they're vegetable crackers, so they have, it's a real grainy, realistic taste, the way crackers should taste without having all of like the MSGs and powders on them. I really like those. Now this is the first box of the entree. I got the chicken fajita, and this is chili with beans. But I thought it was very interesting, the back here. Let me just read this real briefly. You are more active during field training, deployment, and combat than in garrison. You need to eat more and drink more water or other fluids in these situations. When you don't eat enough to meet your body's energy needs, you lose weight. This can lead to a loss of body fluids and degrades your performance. Restriction of food and nutrients leads to rapid weight loss, which leads to loss of strength, decreased endurance, loss of motivation, decreased mental alertness, In the field, you need 3 meals per day. One meal ready to eat contains 1,200 to 1,300 calories. Average daily calorie requirements in the field is 2,800 to 3,600 calories for males and 2,000 to 2,800 for females. Wow. See, this is very fascinating to me. It even has tips in the back. If you can't eat all of the food in the ration, eat some of each component to get a balance of nutrients. Eat the high carbohydrate item first. Crackers, beverage, base, fruit, jelly. Save unopened dry snacks items to eat when you're on the move. So I thought that was just really fascinating to read. And it makes so much sense. If only people know that's all you have to do in life is to give your body nutrients. Alright, this is what the pack looks like for the chili. Even has a little print there. Chili of beans. Wow, look at it. It feels like clay. There it is, chicken fajita. I feel chunks in this one. It doesn't feel as uniformed as the other one does. Now here it's going to get really interesting. This is the heater bag for the meals ready to eat, and you can see the heating element in here. I think there's 4 cartridges of, you know, it's probably like that same thing that you have in your hand warmers. Another thing about this heating element, it says when 10 or more heaters are used inside a vehicle or shelter, ensure ventilation system is operating or a top hatch or door is open. So apparently they give off some sort of a vapor and do get hot, but I've read the instructions and I'm pretty confident I can do this. Well, I'm hearing activation. I filled the water to this fill line, and it says in about a minute it'll be getting warm. I can feel it. It's actually getting warm already. Then I have to fold the top and put in back into the box and leave at a 45-degree angle with the heater element at the bottom of the entree for about 15 minutes. Ooh, it's getting warm. This is awesome. I love this stuff. You can hear it sizzling in there. And the smell or the vapor that comes off of it, it's like a cross between, it smells like a food item, but it also smells like, if anybody's ever had a slot car track, like the toys, and when they get really hot and overheated, that electronic smell, it smells like that. Oh, it's still warm. Oh, it's so cool. And so you just open this, take out my warm pack. Wow, steam coming out of there too. Or the vapor. It's warm. Definitely warm. Alright, I put this in. I don't know if I'm doing this exactly right, but you definitely want those 4 heater elements to hit the back of the pouch. I'll put the chicken to the side while it cooks. And it's still warm. And you're supposed to tear it from there to there. I'm just going to use scissors since I have them, but you could easily tear this. See? Wow, it smells really good. Look at that. Well, it doesn't look that appetizing. I know what a lot of people are thinking probably, but it's got a... Okay, actually first, I think you can eat it. You're supposed to eat it right out of the package. But I'm going to put some into a bowl so we can see it a little bit better. Alright, well, it has a really great chili smell. And the color is very rich. It's a very rich color. The heating element worked great. It's warm. It's not super hot. It's warm to touch. So you can consume this very quickly without letting it cool down. You know, when you're under a mortar attack and stuff, you can just shovel this down as quickly as possible. So it's got like red beans, kidney beans in there. Well, let me get my salt and pepper that it comes with. Just a touch. This way you get a little bit of flavor out there. You can add this to the, I'll be adding this to the chicken also. Alright, let's give this a taste test. This is above substandard. I mean, it tastes better than like the chili you get in a can at the supermarket. I don't know how else to describe it except, yeah, it just tastes like you're like perfectly cooked chili, which means it tastes good, it's not super hot, it's not bland, it's just perfect for what it is. Let me try it out of the bag too. I have no problem with this. I don't think this is strange at all. I would love to be out in public and eating out of a pouch like this. Okay, I think my chicken fajita is about done, my main entree. So I will get my napkin they gave me. I'll get this ready. I gotta tear another section of the heater bag off. Chicken fajita. You know, I was just thinking, all those calorie advice they had on the back of that packet for men and women. I probably fall under the women calorie intake for all I know, because I'm so small and I eat very little, so. Ooh, wow, man. It smells so good. Can you see this? There's the chicken, the white meat chicken. The sauce in here is like a really rich brown color, just like the chili and beans. And there's even, I see diced green peppers, red peppers, little onion, or the green pepper might be jalapeno. But this heater bag, look how hot this thing gets. Can you see the steam coming out of there? I don't know if you can see it, but this baby is hot. Let me dispose of this real quick. Pour a little bit out there. Looks really good. I know the pouch isn't like that appealing to look inside or eat out of, but hey, this is perfectly fine with me. A little salt and pepper. Atta girl. So here's the chicken fajita. White chunk meat of chicken. And I think I picked a winner here with the chicken fajita. So far, I'm impressed. Let's try. Super good. I mean, for food that's like that comes out of a pouch and it's heated by little chemical compounds that I have no idea about, it tastes good. Really rich. It's got like a really rich flavor. I wonder how it works when you're out in the field. Do you get like a certain amount of rations? Do you pick your flavor? If anybody knows, let me know. Like, do you choose the flavors you get? Or do you have to, like, trade with people? Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention about these is, it says, inspected U.S. Department of Agriculture. So, whoever put this particular meal together, great job. I love it. And I don't know, the research and development department, I mean, you couldn't have came up with a better combo of food items. They taste good. They hit the spot. They give you tons of nutrition, everything you need. And that's all you really need in a diet. Even if you're not in the military. Just some protein, some carbs, some electrolytes, a little caffeine to maybe boost you up. You don't have to eat calzones, pizzas, stuffed shells all day, and Hawaiian punch. This is good enough. I will give this out of 5 stars, this MRE, I'm going to go with 5. Should I go with 5? Yeah, I will. Because the only thing is the price is a little steep, but then again, I'm like a private citizen. I'm not in the military. So it could get a little expensive. But if you're in the military, there's no doubt this hits a spot for sure. So thanks for watching this review. I know I haven't edited it yet, but I've got a feeling this is going to be a long one. So I hope you enjoyed. If there's any local Army Navy stores where they sell these, pick them up and try them. Or if you're if you go camping or hunting for a long period of time, these are so convenient. Alright, that's it. And have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.